The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better. But the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Got it behind the line. It's Stoneburner. Still on his feet at the 45. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hansen.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
2nd down coming up. They'll run the option. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third down, going up top. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bruins are rolling down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Stoneburner. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, what a move! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Got it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. First down for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Fast motion from the offense. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Stoneburner. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part. Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And the Bruins are marching down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Petty. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins! And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On second down, he's looking downfield. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Leaves it with the running back. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Back open in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Running with power. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He wants to throw. Pressure comes. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man quickly. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one splits the uprights. And now they take the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game. More or less.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Fires the pass, intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner is stopped.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Returner brings it out to the 35. And your UCLA Bruins will take over.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more.
With the carry.
Quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wide out in motion. The running back has it. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got an open man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
23, Oklahoma, 24.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency more.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Right back to the well. Twist his way through. The ball pops out. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on first down from the 28. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. And he's running in the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The first down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grab near the marker. It's Dobbs. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Trying to get to him. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner goes down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They feed him again. And the Sooners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Quick release on the RPO. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's a... Nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Bruins will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Beat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting a nail in the coffin.
And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Florida managed to avoid being Gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taken over.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the returner will be dragged down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, UCLA.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Dobbs. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way